Trey downplaying himself is a running theme. He blames himself for falling down the stairs in Book 2 so that Riddle will not feel bad about it, and repeatedly assures people that he is not doing anything special when they compliment him. Lilia mentions Trey downplaying that he was sick during a class, and when Azul compliments Trey on his effortless consideration of others, Trey says, "It's nothing so noble or kind." When Jamil says it seems like Trey must have his hands full with Riddle, Trey downplays his efforts by saying, "That's the fate of every vice house warden." Trey is downplaying himself constantly throughout Vargas Camp 2, saying that he is not really MVP material and asking Rook to not hype him up, as he isn't looking for attention and isn't sure how to respond to everyone's compliments. When the prefect compliments him as well, he says, "Don't you go ribbing me now, too." When Cater comments on how that makes it sound as though Trey doesn't believe them, Trey explains, "I just get really uncomfortable when I'm the center of attention." Malleus encourages him to hold his head high. Trey also insists that Rook gives him too much credit for catching their catfish and driving off the ferries at the camp, saying, "I had to do something, so I did. That's not really worth all this praise." The characters all come together to compliment Trey again at the end of the event despite his downplaying of everything he did and attempts to share credit with the group. Vil encourages him to just take a compliment, saying, "I see I misjudged you." When Ace asks him what he does in his room all the time, Trey answers that he just does homework, reads and doesn't do anything special. When Ace calls him a model student, Trey says, "I'm more on the average side, really." Trey's constant downplaying serves an important role in Book 1. He introduces his unique magic as the ability to overwrite characteristics like taste, color, and smell, but later on it is revealed that it is much more than that, capable of overriding even the unique magics of extremely powerful mages like Riddle into doing what he wants. This ability catches Riddle off guard. It is possible that he never suspected Trey's unique magic of being capable of anything more than exactly what he said it could do, because of his constant downplaying of himself. This habit of Trey's becomes a topic of conversation between him and Vil in a vignette where Trey says he is, honestly, kind of shocked at hearing that there are people who remark that he is an exceptional second-in-command to Riddle. Trey insists that nothing he does is all that praiseworthy, and Vil says, "Those with no appreciation for character would take your modesty at face value." Of course, if that's the image you want to manufacture for yourself, don't let me stop you. You're only shooting yourself in the foot. Trey assures Vil that he will adjust his approach moving forward, but he also downplays his abilities during Port Fest. After Lilia becomes the group leader, Ruggy and Jack are surprised the leader is not Trey, with Ruggy saying, "Trey's not exactly the type to step up," and Riddle commenting that he would have preferred Trey to Lilia. Trey says, "I don't have what it takes for that sort of thing." Jack compliments Trey's clam chowder during the event, and Trey says, "Don't give me too much credit. I'm definitely an amateur when it comes to soups. I just got lucky." Epel says that he has heard from Ace and Deuce that Trey is nice and caring, but Trey downplays himself, saying he really isn't that nice. Trey is so reluctant to attract attention to himself that he actively tries to find a way out of saving Colum during a PE class, after he falls off his flying carpet, telling nearby Scarabia students to go to Jamil or the faculty office despite holding a broom at the time. Trey reluctantly saves Colum, and it is revealed that Trey has been able to downplay his flying abilities so successfully for so long that Vargas never recognized his talent.